right, everyone, let's get right into it. Today, we're looking at what might just be the biggest shakeup in AI coding tools for 2025. And I'm not just talking about another model update here. This is a fundamental shift in the power, the price, and most importantly, the accessibility of AI development. Okay, let's just kick things off with the single most shocking stat from this entire analysis. Seriously, this one line, it changes everything. We are talking about getting performance that's right up there with the best of the best, but at a price that just completely blows up the current market. This is the core idea we're going to unpack today. And that's not an exaggeration. This really is a paradigm shift. The guide we're looking at doesn't frame this as just some minor update. No, it's a tectonic change in who can actually afford and use top-tier AI for coding. This is all about bringing enterprise-level tools down to everyone. So, what's the model behind all these crazy numbers? Well, let's meet GLM-4.6, the open source contender that's making all these waves. Now, what's so cool about this thing is the combination of specs. You see 355 billion parameters and you think, whoa, that's massive. But here's the clever part. It uses a mixture of experts architecture. Think of it like this. Instead of the whole brain firing for every single thought, it only uses the specific experts it needs for the task at hand. That makes it super efficient. And the killer feature? It's under an MIT license. That means no vendor lock-in. You can literally download it, tweak it, even host it yourself. That's what real freedom looks like for a developer. And the specs just keep getting better. A 200,000 token context window. Let that sink in. You can stuff your entire code base into a single prompt. On top of that, it's got native support for function calling so it can use other tools, and it's built for agents, which is absolutely crucial for those complex automated workflows. This thing is seriously built for where development is headed. Okay, so the tech is impressive, but let's get to the part that really drives home this whole paradigm shift idea: the pricing. The numbers don't lie, and trust me, this is where the story gets really good. Just look at this. Seeing it laid out in a chart like this, it's just wild. Let's say you're a heavy user, maybe 500 coding sessions a month. With GLM 4.6, you're paying around $205. With Claude Sonnet 4.5, that skyrockets to over $1,400. That's not just a little bit cheaper, that's a whole other universe of cost. And if you're wondering how it's so much cheaper, this table tells the whole story. Look at the input cost. Yeah, 60 cents versus $3, that's a big deal. But the real dagger is the output cost. GLM 4.6 is just over $2 per million tokens. Claude, $15. And when you're generating code, that output cost is, well, it's everything. So let's just put a number on it. We are talking about an 85 to 90% cost reduction. And look, this isn't just about your company saving a few bucks. This is about unlocking brand new ideas, new applications, entire workflows that you probably thought were way too expensive to even try before. It's a total game changer. Okay, so it's cheap. We get it. But is it any good? How does it actually stack up, feature for feature, against the tools that you and I are using every single day? It's time for the head-to-head showdown. First up, against the reigning accuracy king, Claude. And you know, the choice here is actually pretty simple. If you need the absolute tippity-top highest accuracy for something mission critical and you've got a blank check, sure, go with Claude. But for pretty much everyone else, anyone who cares about cost, flexibility, and control, GLM 4.6 is a no-brainer. All right, next up, GitHub Copilot. This isn't just a spec comparison, it's a totally different way of thinking. Copilot is like a fantastic backseat driver, giving you great little suggestions as you go. It's awesome for that. But GLM 4.6, it's designed to be the chauffeur. It's agent first. It can take a complex request, plan it out, and execute it across multiple files. It's playing a different game entirely. Now, let's talk about Cursor. So many of us love it, right? The user experience, the AI native IDE, it's just so polished. But what's the big pain point? If you're a power user, you know what I'm talking about. You hit those limits and bam, you get hit with crazy overage fees. Well, here's the solution. You can pipe GLM 4.6 into Cursor, get basically unlimited usage inside that beautiful UX, and end up saving 60 to 80%. Best of both worlds. This is a fun comparison. Windsurf is an amazing deal. At $15 a month, it absolutely wins a prize for the best value subscription if you're a moderate user. It's a great out-of-the-box agent. But if you're a heavy API user, someone who needs that raw power and the absolute lowest cost per token, GLM 4.6 is still the undisputed champ. Different tools for different jobs? And this is where it all comes together. GLM 4.6 isn't trying to beat open source agents like Cline or Aider. It's the rocket fuel for them. You take the power of GLM 4.6 and you plug it into one of these frameworks, and suddenly you've unlocked enterprise-level coding power for like a few bucks a day. For indie developers, this is absolutely massive. Okay, so we've thrown a ton of information at you. Claude, Copilot, Cursor, it can feel a little overwhelming. So how do you pick the right tool for you, for your specific workflow, your budget? Don't worry, we're gonna make it super simple. Think of this table as your personal cheat sheet. It's super straightforward. Just find yourself on this list. Are you a solo dev with a budget under 50 bucks? Boom, Aider plus GLM 4.6 is your jam. Part of a huge enterprise team where accuracy is everything? Claude might still be your answer. It just maps the perfect solution right to your use case. But after looking at all the data, running through all these comparisons, the guide boils it all down to one final decisive recommendation. If you had to pick one single solution that's going to change everything for developers in 2025, what would it be? And here it is. The verdict is in, and it's delivered with total conviction. The winning combo is GLM 4.6 plus Cline. You take that raw open source power from the model and you pair it with the super smart plan before you act workflow of the Cline agent. That's the ticket. And why does this combo win? Well, let's just tick off the boxes. You get unlimited power, no rate limits, no throttling. You get complete control, it's open source, you're not locked into some big company's ecosystem, and you get all of this at a price that is just insane. We're talking 30 to 60 bucks a month for most professional developers. That's a price that makes it accessible to literally everyone. And that really brings us to the final powerful takeaway here. The walls have been torn down. The game has completely changed. What we're seeing is that the most powerful, enterprise-grade AI coding tools are no longer just for the big guys. They are now officially in the hands of every single developer out there, from the solo freelancer just starting out to the biggest teams on the planet. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with it?